Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the user defined header files. Okay, so already we are using the header files. So this is the standard input output header file. If you want to print something, if you are using print function, so you have to include this header file in your program. Okay, so in this way we can also create our own header file. So how can we do that? Let's see. Okay, so I'm creating one header file. Just I'm going to the notepad, so just open the notepad. So in this notepad I'm writing my own code. For example, so in this I'm writing one function. mm, so max big number, otherwise find big number. I'm writing this one, integer x comma integer y. So brackets open and bracket close. So here I'm writing if x is greater than y. Okay, so the big number will be return x, else uh, return y. See, this is the code. So this is my function, integer find big number. So I am giving the two parameters. So by this, so I am finding the which is the big number. So this is the function. So I am saving this header file. So how can I save? Let's see. So I am writing the header file name as big number. For example, big number. So you can write any number, any name, big, sorry, just a second, big number dot h. So dot h means header file. Okay, you have to save like this and save it. Okay, so I am saved it on desktop. So let's see, go to the desktop. So I am going to show you. So where is the file? The file is located here, big number. Okay, so if I am opening like this, it is coming like this. Okay, right. So I am using this code in my programming. So I am including this one. So yes, hash include. So this is user defined header file. So I am including in the double quotes. Okay, so why I am using double quotes? Let's see why I am using. I will explain later. So here I am writing big number double quotes dot h double quotes. So I am including this header file in my program. So now I can use integer c is equal find big number. So this is the code. I am passing number 12 comma number 22. So this is the 22 is the answer. So it is going to be written the 22, and I am printing the answer. Printf big number is percentile d, and this is the c, integer c. So integer c is empty variable. So this function is from the big number dot h. So this is the header file. So printf function is from stdio. Okay, so I am compiling this code. See, I am getting one error. So what is the error? Fatal error. So why this error? No such file or directory. So the header file is not located in a proper place. So where it should be located? In this project file. Okay, so what is the project file location? dcws first. So go to the dcws first. So this is the location. This is the main.c function is located here. So the file be located here also. So we have to copy that file and paste it here. Go to the desktop. So I am control X. So I am cutting the file and pasting here. See, now this is available in our project. Okay, so close it. Now compile. Now there is no error. So run this application. Yes, big number is 22. So right answer. So we can use the header files like this. Okay, suppose if I am changing 12 to 32. So everything is perfect. So I am running. So 32 is the answer. So in this way you can create your own header files. Okay, let's see. So we can locate this file in our project directory in our project, but how can we see these files stdio and this one? So go to this C where it is installed. It is installed in the C language, in the C directory, C program files, code blocks, and it is in the library file. So go to GCC, see this one include. So this is the stdio, so there are so many header files. Okay, so this is the code actually. So before that, so there are so many header files, these many header files are available. Okay, so we are using depend on our requirement. So let's open this file. So how can the code is written, how they are written? So this is the code, so not the code, this is the comment line. So started here, and so this is ended up here. So the code is started here. So these are hash symbol, hash include, hash define, hash if. So this one same thing we are using in the header files, for header files. So this code is nothing but pre-processing code. So before compiler will take the responsibility, so the preprocessor will take care of everything before writing, before entering into the main function. Okay, so we can also write these functions in our code also. We can use the if condition, we can also use else condition in the pre-processing code. So how can we do that? Let's see. So this is the code for stdio file. Okay, so how can we write? Let's see. So here I'm including, suppose this is the file, so I'm commenting this one, so I'm removing this one, otherwise better to remove. Yeah, so you can define like hash define include hash define. So you have to define any variables, like suppose define x is equal to 10. Okay, so you can also write the conditions like if condition, if x is greater than 10, if x is greater than 10. Okay, so we can, the end if is also automatically coming. So we can also give the result, like we can define one more value here and define. So I'm defining one string variable result. Result is yes. So if greater than 10, it should be coming as yes. Else, so I can also write the code for else. Sorry, else. Okay, so again I'm defining the value. So this is nothing but macros also, we can also carry it as macros. So result no. Okay, so let's run this application and I want to see the answer. So I can print here, print function. So I can use this macros in my code. So what is the result? Result is equal to %s, and so what is the result here? I'm using this variable here. Okay, result. So this is nothing but pre-processing code. Okay, so let's run this application, let's see what will happen. So no errors and no warnings, so I'm running this code. See, result is no, so answer is correct. Okay, suppose if I'm using x is equal to 8, suppose x value I'm 12 I'm giving. So what is the answer? So x is greater than 10, of course, so the value will be yes. Let's see. So yes. Okay, so in this way we can write these are nothing but macros. We can also call it as macros, and we can also write some code in the pre-processing code. So pre-processing nothing but before giving the chance to the compiler, so the pre-processing code will be run, and it will allocates the all the necessities so the program needs, and after the compiler will take care. So this is the program for the user defined header files and pre-processing. I hope you understand this program. So please comment and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.